Hey, I'm 𝗵𝗁𝘁 with 𝗪𝗁𝘁 talking about a new and pretty cool way to deploy a hotspot outdoors. Now, when I started deploying hotspots, there wasn't anything for this. So I went down to Home Depot or Lowe's and I bought the plastic hot tub outdoor, power box. I housed my hotspot in that. I put in the wall wart, the electrical cord, the Ethernet cord. I just jammed everything in there. I wasn't running PoE. And it worked, but fast forward a year and a half and now there are much better ways of doing it. And one of those ways is this 𝗪𝗫. Now I bought one of these things a while ago. I just got it down in for the Helium off-grid build party I just did here at the shop, but I wanted to show it off to you as well in case you didn't get a chance to check out the build party. So here it is. The thing comes with an antenna. This is the typical male and female fitting on top, super easy to screw on, screw back off, nice solid connection. And on the inside it goes to a UFL fitting, which if you don't know is a nice small fitting, and it avoids the, there we go. It avoids the kind of double connectors that goes from like RPSMA male to N-type male or whatever it is. Let me just show you what it looks like. So here's the N male to UFL. But the important part here is that they put a PoE splitter in here, and that splitter is already set up for pretty much anything you can do. So your Ethernet comes in the bottom. This is kind of the dream, and they figured out how to do it, and they did it. Your PoE comes in the bottom and goes into this board, which splits it out into power and Ethernet. And that power goes here, or sorry, that power is a USB, and then it can go to a USB-C up here. They've also got barrel jack adapters, so if you're going to do that, or barrel jack cables. So if you're going to do that, it's easy to power pretty much any hotspot out there. Your Ethernet comes in the PoE splitter and goes out of your PoE splitter and goes into your hotspot. In this case, this is a Raspberry Pi. This is actually my very first hotspot I ever had. And if you are sharp-eyed, you will notice that I've taken the radio off the top of it. That makes it easy to see where this UFL connector goes. But the other cool thing about this thing is that inside here they have holes and drawings for those of us who need help figuring it out. So what you will notice is that when I said this is a rack, you're like, dude, that doesn't look like a rack I've seen. I'm used to the black casing on it. Is that for this enclosure, what you're going to do is you're going to take your hotspot out of its enclosure. So whatever it came in, whether it's a synchro bit or it's a rack or it's a sense cap or whatever it is, the original Helium OG miner, take it out of the case it came in and you'll put it into this case, and then it will be set up and good to go. And the super cool thing about that, especially if you're deploying a bunch of these, is you can put all of your hotspots into a bunch of these. These have passive vents on them, so you can see the vents right there and right there. If you want to make this thing off-grid, you need to run in solar cables or solar panel cables or battery cable, whatever. You could run it in through here. I would keep this as an on-grid but outdoor setup. That's going to be the best use case for it. And then you're ready to go. You close this thing up, it snaps. It's got a pretty fancy little security screw on it. Comes with the key, so it makes it tamper-proof. It's set up for that. And then on the back of this thing, which is pretty cool, is they've got these two slots here that you can see, where you can run a zip tie through them. Comes with a couple UV resistant zip ties. You can use those. That's really easy to strap that thing on. You don't need any tools that way. If you're like me and you like your tools, you can use a stainless steel hose clamp and strap it to the pole that way. But that is just an easy way and a really solid, really professional looking way to get your indoor miner outdoors with the antenna, PoE, everything looks clean and tight. And that's the way I'll be doing it for my outdoor grid connected miners from here on out. In fact, I'm gonna go put this one up on my home miner and replace that old hot tub electrical enclosure. So why not have nice stuff? Rock on. Here's to you making a ton of HNT, mining helium and contributing to the network. Let's do this.